afternoon. The Philippine Coast Guard retrieves their access to their X account after it was compromised this morning. In a statement, PCG says they have retrieved access on their official X account with assistance from the X support team as of 11:30 a.m. on Thursday. The PCG adds that they have strengthened security measures to protect their account against security breaches. Earlier, PCG said their account has been compromised after posts on their X page as well as its reply tabs are empty, although the like reactions were kept. However, most of the liked posts came from a certain account promoting cryptocurrency. Last February 4, the Department of Information and Communications Technology said the website of PCG and other government offices were targeted by cyber attacks made from an internet protocol address traced to a location in China. However, China said their government firmly opposes all forms of cyber attack in accordance with their law. The upper chamber of Congress plans to amend its own rules so it can sit as a Senate assembly and recommend changes to the 1987 Constitution. Senate President Juan Miguel Zubiri bears this plan in a television interview on Wednesday, which he said was already discussed with Senator Sonny Angara and Senate Minority Floor Leader Coco Pimentel. Angara serves as the chairman of the Senate Subcommittee on Constitutional Amendments. Zubiri says the plan is that once the committee report on the resolution of both houses number 6, which proposes changes to specific economic provisions of the Constitution, is approved, the matter will be taken to the plenary for discussions and debates as a Senate Assembly. The Senate President, however, says they will have to amend the rules to allow the Senate Assembly. Zubiri also pointed out that the name Constituent Assembly does not appear in the Constitution. Instead, he said that this is a term that they have coined by themselves. According to the Senate chief, the Constitution simply states that the Senate and House of Representatives could amend the Constitution with a 3/4 vote. The two other methods are through a constitutional convention and a people's initiative. Zubiri stresses that both chambers must agree on the changes during the BICAM. With a 3/4 vote, the Senate and the House would have to approve the BICAM version separately to make it final. One person was killed and multiple children were among 21 injured after a mass shooting in the Kansas City Chiefs Super Bowl victory rally. The shooting incident happened after Chiefs players had addressed their supporters following the team's Super Bowl victory. The police said 3 people had been taken into custody after the incident, but the motive and the circumstances behind the shooting were still under investigation. Victims were treated lying on the ground before being carried away on stretchers as crowds streamed past. Kansas City Fire Department Chief Ross Grandison told a press conference that many of the victims had sustained life-threatening injuries. Kris Aquino asks the public to continue praying for her healing, saying she is still determined to live for a longer time despite the odds not being in her favor. In a television interview, Aquino revealed that she now has a cardiomyopathy, which causes her heart to begin to fail due to inflammation. She adds that the next 6 months will be very crucial for her as she will take a new drug that would weaken her immune system. Aquino expressed gratitude to her friends and followers who keep sending messages of healing and support on her Instagram account. The Queen of All Media underscored how the public has been generous with their prayers for her, being the reason why she gives them the truth regarding her health. Aquino has been in California for her medical treatment for her 5 autoimmune diseases. She also asked to include in their prayers her friends and loved ones who are battling illnesses as well. Here's the latest roundup of today's top stories. Philippine Coast Guard retrieves access to their official X account after it was compromised this morning. House of Presidential Communications Office Chief Cheloy Garafil among structures gutted by a fire in Batasan Hills and Quezon City. And 1 dead, children among 21 injured in Super Bowl parade shooting. These are the stories you need to know today. I'm Neil Mercado. Follow INQUIRER.net on Facebook, X, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, and Reddit. For more stories, visit INQUIRER.net. Good afternoon.